Hey guys, before you get into the video, make sure to check out Colin cartoons and my amazing background artist. I put them both in the description. Enjoy. Hello, today we are joined by Colin cartoons.
How you doing, y'all?
Alright, so we're gonna be talking about preschool stories because funny, and also because I'm unoriginal and don't have ideas, so we're doing that.
So this one time, during preschool, I think it was like 5, probably. It was like this preschool where it was during recess where we were all outside, and me and some friends went up to this window and we saw like a couple like red ants. So I decided, like an idiot, I went to one of my friends. I was like, "Hey, what would happen if I just like squished it?" With my
Such
hand?
a good idea.
So I proceeded to do that, and as I squish it, look at my finger, and there's just this red dot on my finger. I was like, what the heck? So I tried to like scrape it off, but it just would not come off. It started to hurt a little, so I started getting worried. So I went up to one of the teachers, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this.
Like, hey,
on my finger.
hey, there's something eating me.
This thing is eating me alive. I remember going up to random hills and just like squishing it, like stomping on it with my feet multiple times, like, take that, ants.
Yeah, when I was little, I'd like get a stick, go up to them, and just start like absolutely abusing it. It was so funny.
God.
So I forget like exactly why this happened. It was I think it was some sort of reptile day. There was a snapping turtle, which around a bunch of preschoolers probably is not the best idea. So they had the snapping turtle. They like brought all of us close to it, and it's like, all right, so whatever you do not put your hand near its mouth. And so like I heard that, like I digested the information. It's like, all right, I'm not supposed to do this. So they called me up to like go look at it, and I like stuck my arm out right next to its mouth, like with everybody watching. So it didn't bite me, but I got in a lot of trouble.
You pull like a Spider-Man. You're like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
It was nap time, and I was being really noisy, so I discovered like if I like push my hand against my ear a specific way, it like made a squeaking noise or something. I don't know how I found that out.
Hold on. Wait.
So like I was doing that. The teacher like got really annoyed with me, so like she came over to me in the middle of nap time, and like she told me like, hey, because you're being annoying, like you're no longer allowed to lift your head. So like if I ever lifted my head from my pillow, she'd like push it back down.
What?
I don't think that's
What?
I remember like I was like lift my head, and she's just like no, and then pushed it back down onto the pillow.
So she just sat next to you and just, kept shoving your head into the pillow?
Yeah, no, she like pulled up a chair right next to my sleeping bag at like midway through nap time, and every time I like moved, she like pushed my head down. So this is another nap time story, and like some girl just stood up and went to the bathroom, and like so she was in there, and then she came out, like the door opened, and like the light from the bathroom, because she didn't turn it off, it like flooded the whole classroom. So I look over, like see her silhouette, and once my eyes adjust, I realize she has a ball of poop in her hands, and she's like shaping it around. She was like,
it's like this thing of clay.
She came out like sculpting her ball of poop into a little sphere.
Instead of clay, I decided to use the human waste. You go to an art museum and you just see this like brown statue. It's like, oh, what's this? Poop Mona Lisa. I remember we had like this sandbox, and like, yeah, me and a couple other preschoolers just like mess around in the sandbox. Like, I swear, every time we were in that sandbox, someone like got sand in their eye. We just shoved their head into the sand and just figured out who could like last without getting sand in their eyes first. Yeah, we just like shove it. It's like 1, 2, doing great. Oh, I got sand in my eye. Yeah.
So there was, I'm gonna call him like James and Robert. So me and Robert were good friends, and then James and Robert were good friends. and Robert just liked both of us, but me and James didn't like each other. And so, like, eventually, like, Robert, I think he was sick or something, so he didn't show up to school. So James approached me and it's like, hey, so, because Robert is not here, like, do you want to be my friend today? Like, specifically this day? And, like, I completely just went along with what everybody said, ever. So, like, I agreed with him. I'm like, yeah, sure. So we went outside, and, so we went over to the seesaw, and, like, I, like, pushed down on it really hard. He went flying off the seesaw, like, hit the ground, and then got a really bad nosebleed.
Oh, God. What else? Oh, I remember in preschool, we used to have this toy. It was like this bucket. These two buckets.
What a nice toy.
Yeah, it's just a bucket. It's a little cracked for some reason. I don't know why. So I started like walking around with it, and then one of my friends go like, "Hey, jump over this thing." I think it was like a wall of blocks or something. It's like, okay. And then good thing is I did jump over it. And I landed. Bad news is, when I landed, I completely smashed the buckets.
You're in the air, it's like the most majestic thing ever, and then you just hit the ground and like the whole thing just shatters.
So guys, thank you so much for watching this. Make sure to subscribe.
Thank you guys for watching. Judges you.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will judge you every single day.
I will appear in your walls when you are sleeping and judge you without your knowledge.
Oh God.
I have tracked down your exact IP address, and I'm currently progressing at a very concerning rate to your house right now.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. It was pretty fun to animate. I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe, because you should. That's really the only reason I have. You should still you should still do it. Anyways, thank you. Bye.